Hey. Peace and blessings, my people. Y'all know who it is, True Born. Y'all know the vibes, y'all know the movement, motivation through madness all day, every day. Sending everybody positive vibes and energy. Wishing you all well. And just want to take this time out to thank everybody, who's been following me, my new subscribers, who's been supporting me, who's been sharing and liking my videos. I just want to express much gratitude. Peace and blessings all the time. Love is love. I definitely, just appreciate each and every one of you. So I just wanted to, make y'all aware of that and know that, everything is greatly appreciated and nothing is taken for granted, ever. So thank you again. And I don't know, if you guys had a chance to go see the trailer for my documentary that I'm doing, but it is available on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. So, go check that trailer out. It's going to be very interesting. I'm telling my story pretty much. I'm just getting more into detail about, my personal life and just me as a person. So, it would be very interesting and something for y'all to check out. Again, thanks for the support. And, on that note, I also want to, just reiterate and just continue to encourage y'all to, just be mindful, stay aware, stay on point, prepare yourself as well as you can mentally and physically. Because, as you see, if you haven't noticed, there's big changes, happening and yet to come. As far as, with the weather, look at, the extreme weather conditions, one day it's Hawaii, the next day it's Alaska. One day it's Florida, next day it's Mexico. So, I'm pretty sure, if you're out here in the elements, you're experiencing these extreme weather conditions, how the weather's just dropping, going from 80, dropping down to 30, 40 degrees less. Each and every day we're in shorts one day, the next day we bundle back up. Not only that, just be aware of everything that's going on politically and, just in your, in your everyday surroundings. It's real out here, people. It's a spiritual warfare out here. They're trying to attack us from, all different angles, being the food, the air, just look in your sky. You could just look in your sky day to day and just see the difference. I grew up, I'm a 70s baby, I grew up in the 80s, and the way that things looking now, they didn't look back then. So, like,